let's get into really what menopause is. So as you age, well, as women age, not as men age, but as women age, when you're born, you have a specific number of eggs that your ovaries contain. Um, as every single period comes by, you will ovulate, and from there, you will prepare an egg for fertilization to then hopefully, or depending on where you're at in life, not get pregnant. But as far as your body's concerned, hopefully get pregnant. The goal is reproduction. That's why all that stuff exists. But as you age, the number of eggs will run out, and at some point, they're just completely gone. Once you get to that state, and your count is very, very, very low, your body starts to get to the point where, like, well, okay, if we don't have any eggs around, and we are past prime age to reproduce, let's start to decrease the amount of hormone that is required to, one, start your period, start ovulation, get all that stuff going, and then from there, stop all the bleeding that comes with shedding the endometrial lining, and all that stuff. So the way that the body does that is it basically just quits producing follicle stimulating hormone as much. And so it greatly reduces. And then from there, that hormone is what the pituitary gland produces to then tell the ovaries, let's make and convert more hormone to estrogens. When that's the case, that's where you go from basically overnight, it's not really overnight, but, within a couple weeks to a couple months, your body being very happy with the estrogens that you have to being very upset with it if you don't detoxify it fast enough. So you go from needing, say, 1,000 estrogens to like 2. And that's what your body is happy with. That's really, if you look at a Dutch test, I forget what the actual units are on it, but it's got basically like a sliding scale of estrogens. And, for example, anywhere from maybe 50 to 100 is what your body is happy with most of the time. But as soon as you reach the menopausal age, it's like 0.5 to 1. So it's great decrease in estrogens that are present following menopause. So the big shift is really, really the problem. But if it's a natural process, why does the body react so negatively to it a lot?